Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how I get my sponges and my brushes clean. I promise I won't be shaking like that for the whole time. But the first thing that I'm going to be using is the hemp peppermint pure castle soap, and I purchased mine at Target, and it is quite inexpensive. And then also the Beauty Blender solid cleanser, so that's what I'm showing you right there. And then also my Sigma spa mat, and it's probably one of the best purchases that I've made from Sigma, besides my makeup brush. But it's really nice because it has an inside mitt as well, so it's like terry cloth, and so your hand's very comfortable. And we're going to get started, and I'm going to clean my sponges first. I know a lot of people have trouble cleaning their sponges. I suggest the best thing to clean sponges is a Beauty Blender solid cleanser. And that's what I'm showing you right here. All right, now make sure the water is warm, and you're going to soak your sponge really well, so you're going to get it wet, just as if you were going to use it, and then you're going to wring out the water, and it doesn't have to be completely dry because you still need it to be moisturized so you can get some soap in it. And you can use the solid cleanser inside the canister, but I like to just put it on the mitt. It's just easier for me to use that way. And so what I'm doing here is I'm just getting all the some soap on my sponge, and it's going to make it super easy to get clean. And this solid, I know it looks like I'm using a lot of soap, but the solid lasts a long time. I even use the solid for some of my foundation brushes. So here, as you can see, it's already looking clean, and on the spa mat there's like different bumps and grooves, and it's just kind of perforated, so you can scrub your sponges up against it, and it's kind of creating that friction to get the excess makeup out. And it's actually harsh enough to get your brushes clean and gentle enough so it doesn't hurt them. So I do have to be careful with my nails, because I will, if I accidentally rub my nail into the sponge, I could tear my sponge. And now I'm rinsing it with the warm water. I normally don't let my sink run, but because I'm filming by myself, it's kind of hard for me to wash how I normally wash. So this is what I have to do for filming this video, and I'm just going to rinse it until I feel like all the soap is out. Okay, so then I'm going to take a clean towel, which I usually use like a hand towel, and I usually have a couple that I usually use like for my makeup and brushes, and I'm just going to squeeze it out till it's dry, or till most of the moisture is out, and then I'm going to put it somewhere where it can dry. Normally I put it like with my brushes on a towel, but you'll see where I put my brushes when I get to that point. And now, so the first sponge I cleaned was the Flower Beauty sponge. This one is actually my Beauty Blender. I just kind of wanted to show you how I both clean them. They can both get clean with the Beauty Blender solid cleanser. That's a mouthful, but yeah, so I really like the Flower Beauty sponge. It's super soft and it works really well. My favorite Beauty Blender is this black one. I don't like any of the other colored ones. I don't know why, I just don't feel like they work the same. I know that's weird, but yeah, so I'm just going to show you how well they clean super quick. So this one is going to clean quicker than the Flower Beauty. And yeah, now you're just going to do the same thing. You're just going to rinse it out till you feel like all the soap is out. And yeah, then go ahead and dry it out. And then you're going to put it with your other blender. I'm just showing you that it's clean. Okay, so this is my foundation brush. This is my Sigma, I believe it's my F25 brush. And, or no, I'm sorry, it's my Sigma F80 brush. So normally, this brush is awesome because it doesn't hold on to a lot of the foundation. Some of the other brushes, the foundation brushes, hold on to the makeup, and the makeup gets really deep into the brushes, but this one doesn't. So I'm able to use this Bronners soap, and the reason why I like this soap is because it's super gentle on your brushes. It's not going to harm them. It doesn't have alcohol or any harsh chemicals. So it actually works really well for this foundation brush. So if you can see, like, both sides of the spa mat, they have different sort of preparations. And what I'm using now is this portion that says rinse. So I'm just making sure that the soap is out of the brush. And now I'm just running it under warm water, getting out all the soap. And then I'm going to get the towel and get some of that water out. And I know it looks like I'm being rough, but the nicer brushes can take this sort of treatment. Not that it's really bad, but yeah, and it comes out very, very nice. Okay, and then you're just going to set it to side. All right, set it on the side to dry. Now this one's pretty easy. It's a powder brush, and of course you're just going to get it wet first. You want it fully saturated. And just going to put a little bit of soap on the mat, and you can see how easily you see the makeup come out, all that powder. And yeah, this one is super quick. And this one is a Real Techniques brush. I've had this one for quite some time. I want to say I've had it for about 2 years, and it's still in really good condition. I wash it all the time. Yeah, so, and it's, I mean, this is real time. I'm washing it, and, you know, I'm not fast forwarding it. And then this is how I usually take out the water when I'm doing it by myself, and then I lay it flat to dry. Now this is an IT Cosmetics foundation brush, and this gets, it doesn't, well, it soaks up some of the makeup, as you can see. And not only that, it's white, so it shows absolutely everything. So I'll show you how I clean this brush. And notice I go to the Beauty Blender cleanser right away, because I know that this brush is a little bit harder to clean. And yeah, the Bronners won't take out all the foundation out of this brush. So I'm going to show you how, you see how rough I get with this brush. When you have a foundation brush that really soaks up the product, you have to use a lot more force, and it takes longer to clean. So I'm even speeding this up because yeah, my arm was hurting after this. But the Beauty Blender cleanser does work for these brushes, and I'm going to show you. It didn't get it all out the first time. See how there's still some foundation left in there? So I'm going to stick that on again, and I'm going to give it another cleaning. So yeah, but don't you worry, we're going to get this brush clean this time. So that's where the Beauty Blender Solid Cleanser really comes in handy. And actually, if you wanted to, if you just want to invest in the Beauty Blender cleanser, you can clean your brushes as well with that. I'm not sure how long, if you did everything with that, how long it would last you. But yeah, you could do that. If I only had a couple brushes and a sponge, I could easily just use the bar, the solid, and get those washed and dried real quick. So now these are just the eye brushes. I just thought I'd show you a different variety of things that I clean with the soap and with my mat, so you can see how I do this. Now, if you have brushes that are almost the same size, it's easy to clean them together, and it speeds up the process of getting these brushes washed. So, see how I stick them all together. So it's pretty easy, and usually the eyeshadow brushes, they come clean super quickly, and as long as you don't let your brushes sit, even if you do, I think it's just eyeshadow, it's powder, and it usually comes clean rather quickly. So unless you're using things like glitter glue, and you're using, I don't know, if you're packing on glitter on your eyes, those might be a little bit harder to clean, but usually I don't go that intense and those get pretty clean. Okay, now I'm going to clean my color switch, and this is actually kind of a travel tin that I take, and you can use it to clean off your brushes in between different eyeshadows. So sometimes when I travel, I take it with me. That way I don't have to take a bunch of brushes, and I use it to wipe off my brushes in between colors. So I just put a little bit of that Bronners soap, and it takes that eyeshadow right off. And not only that, this Bronners smells super good. I'm not sure if I told you, but the scent of this one is, where is it? It's peppermint. So it smells really nice. And they have different scents in this Bronners soap as well. I think they carry most of them at Target. You can also purchase this at Trader Joe's as well. So this one is my powder brush. It's my large powder brush. This is going to be super easy to clean. Again, I just wanted to show you like the variety of brushes that I clean. I love my Sigma Spa Matte mitt, and it just makes everything so easy. And actually, when I'm cleaning my brushes, I don't think I usually take off my mitt at all. But usually where I lay my stuff is where I have my camera. So we're improvising today. So yeah, and it comes out super clean. Just making sure you rinse out your brushes really well after you've washed them. You don't want to have your brushes dry with soap inside, otherwise they won't dry right, and then if you try to use them like that, you're going to feel the soap. This is a foundation brush where you can kind of stick on, not that you use this to put on your foundation, but to apply it to your face. And this one is a little bit hard to clean because, as you can see, there's a lot of foundation in there. So, but I just wanted to show you, yeah, how to clean this one. Sometimes I'll rinse it off in between just to see what it looks like, if there's still foundation in there, and how much I need to clean. I don't remember if I used the solid on this one or not, but it looks like it's coming out from here. No, there's foundation in there. Yeah, I'm like, there's foundation. So the Beauty Blender Solid to the rescue. And it will get it nice and clean. Don't you worry. And this mitt is nice because you can use it if you're left or right-handed. Um, so yeah, and you can use both sides, and you really don't have to clean it because, I mean, unless you're getting it super dirty. And another thing I recommend is cleaning your sink before you start doing your brushes. I cleaned my sink right before I started, um, just because I'm clumsy and I drop stuff. And so when I do, my sink has just been cleaned and I'm not dirtying any of my brushes or any of my cleaning products. And I'm just showing you this mat. It's super cool. I love it. It was well worth, I believe it was $25. Don't quote me, but I'll put the link down below so you can check it out. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. Catch you in my next video.